Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. This one took so long because I've been enjoying my summer before I have to go back into school. Anyways, this is the SH Figuarts Spider-Punk or Hobie Brown figure from Bandai. I would like to show you what the box looks like, but this is all I have because this is how I bought it. So I'll just show you a picture of what it looks like. I got him off of Vinted for £40. It says 46 because you gotta pay extra for shipping and buyer protection, which I hate. He said that he was complete, but then when I looked at the picture, his dimensional watch thing wasn't there. So I messaged him and asked him, and he said that he didn't realise, but I still bought it anyway because it didn't bother me. And the seller actually kept a reserve for me for a week, so, you know, good seller, here he is, go buy something off him. And here's Spider-Punk out of the box, and I'm obviously very, very impressed. One of the best things about this figure for me is the trousers. You can just see how detailed there are and how many patterns are on there. And the boots actually look like real leather. I mean, I guess just shiny plastic, but still. Here are the legs on the Figuarts compared to the Marvel Legends. There's no contest. It's like the pattern only exists on some part of the legs. He has some, I think, pins too. You can see you have the British flags, a clover, I think. The top of the jacket is glued to the top of the torso above the diaphragm joint, so you can't take it off. And the bicep swivel is actually hidden by the shirt on this side of the arm. It's not on the other side because it's all ripped, but you know, he doesn't believe in consistency.
I don't believe in consistency.
On the back of his jacket, he has this symbol. I think it's for his band. What they did differently from the Marvel Legends is they made the spikes different sizes. Because, well, again, I guess he doesn't believe in consistency.
I don't believe in consistency.
His, like, neck dog collar, is it dog? No, not really. His thing around his neck is a separate piece. Even on the blue, like, strings on his arms, they're not just printed on, they're actually sculpted on top of the arms and then painted. And I almost forgot to talk about his guitar. As you can see, it's very detailed, hundreds of patterns on it, and the guitar strings as well have actually been painted. I don't know why I'm making it sound like it's some amazing thing, but it's 10 times better than the Marvel Legends. The strap as well is removable from the top and the bottom because, well, you might have trouble getting it around his shoulder. Now for accessories, there are a lot. This guy has 7 pairs of hands, 2 head sculpts, 2 necks, a guitar, and his collar. Here's the first head sculpt. I actually think I might prefer the Marvel Legends. Here is the second head sculpt and neck. Make sure to swap the collar around as well on the neck. And I gotta say, this looks absolutely incredible. I can't remember if I thought the Marvel Legends got the skin tone a bit better, but I really like this one. And with the Marvel Legends, you also have to buy a second one to get the head sculpt. He comes with a pair of fist or punching hands, a pair of relaxed hands, a hand holding a guitar pick, and a hand to play the strings on the guitar. This is, of course, for the guitar. A pair of these, I don't know what these are for, maybe to hold certain parts of the guitar or to hold food. Some thwipping hands, a pair of wall crawling hands, but in this pose it just looks like he's crawling towards you seductively. And a pair of, like, expressionate hands, which is what the Miles and the Sentinel Peter Parker came with. And his watch. Now I know I said I didn't have the watch, but it turns out he actually did send it to me. After like 5 days of me owning this figure, I took the unmasked head out of the box and the watch was just underneath it. I didn't notice it before. I'd already taken the unmasked head out, obviously, but I don't know. You can look up this far up and this far down. He has a pretty impressive range of head pivot. His shoulders or arms can move out this far, but what's disappointing about this figure is they can't move all the way up, and they can't move that far in either, so, you know. He has a bicep swivel, of course on this arm it's hidden, double jointed elbows, a wrist swivel, and hinge. Of course, on the other hand, with the watch, that movement's going to be restricted a lot, but it don't bother me. Now, the ab crunch is actually better on the Marvel Legends, I think, but still good on the Figuarts nonetheless. He has a ball joint at the waist and a diaphragm joint. He has a really impressive range of leg movement, but be careful, because after I finished recording this, the leg popped off. It didn't snap or anything, I put it back on, but still. I can't really get the thigh swivel to work, or to move on this one, because the leg will probably just come out again, but it works fine without it. He has double jointed knees, a wrist hinge, why am I saying wrist? Ankle hinge, pivot, and a toe hinge. I'd like to compare him next to the Marvel Legends, but I actually traded him after this for this Venom. And this Ninjago minifigure I'm sure probably none of you care about. I did take pictures of them together before I traded him to my friend, so here's what they look like next to each other. Here he is next to the Across the Spider-Verse Miles from Message Figuarts. Here he is next to the Sentinel Peter Parker. Here he is next to the Marvel Legends Spider-Man India. Here he is next to the Marvel Legends Spider-Ham, probably the best figure in all of existence. Here he is next to the 2099 from Across the Spider-Verse Spider-Man, and this is the only Gwen that I can compare him to because it's the only Gwen I have. Here he is next to the Retro Scarlet Spider that I customized, but I'm probably going to redo it. I think Message Figuarts are actually making them own, so I might just take the Sharpie off this one and buy that one. And here he is next to the Jack Specific Sonic 3 Shadow the Hedgehog figure. Overall an amazing figure, I'm really glad I have him.